Hello everyone, it's Spurs Radio 96 here, and welcome to the 4th episode of the FIFA 19 AS Monaco career mode. We begin today's episode with Liga Conforama action here at the Stade Louis II, where we'll be hosting Nimes Olymipique. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I advise you do so, where we didn't have a really good episode in all truth. We drew 3 straight games, and we've drawn 4 games in all competitions. We first drew at home against Olympique de Marseille, first of our main rivals in the Liga Conforama season. Then we hosted Atletico Madrid in our first UEFA Champions League group game of the season, and we drew 1-1 with the Europa League holders. And then we drew 2-2 away against Toulouse, who I think at the time were bottom, so it's not very good at all. So yeah, and as you saw there by the table, as I was rambling on, Monaco are in 9th or 8th place with 9 points. So yeah, we really need to pick it up quite quickly and get some wins under our belt, because we're starting to fall behind the chasing pack. As you can see there, for the team that will be playing against Nimes Olymipique today, will be the reserve team. The first time they will play a home match at the Stade Louis II. It was the first time I actually played with them, gameplay wise, for the first time in the career mode. We played away at Toulouse. We started horribly. We were 2-0 down, but we managed to recover a 2-2 draw with 2 Stefan Jovetic headers. For Nimes Olymipique, they're going for a very attacking 4-4-2. I believe they're in the bottom half of the table, and yet to win a game as well in the Liga Conforama, so I'm sure they'll be desperate to get a win just as much as we are. So let's go on to the first half highlights. Just the very beginnings of the match, 1.5 minutes played. Golovin, Monaco on the attack here. Brilliant pass from Jope in towards Grandsir, and it's going to go in. Monaco lead in the first few minutes of the match. Well, the reserve team started the first half against Toulouse FC horribly. This time, in their first home match of the season, they started in the best way possible. Monaco lead Nimes Olymipique. Brilliant pass from Duke to find Grandsir, and Grandsir then did a little, almost like a chip, towards back to Dope. And Dope has, I think as I say his name, or Diop, however you say his name, brilliant header into the bottom left or right corner of the net, depending how you see it. Gives Monaco the lead here in the Stade Louis II. That is Sofan Dope's first goal of the Conforama season, and it's Monaco 1, Nimes Olymipique 0. On to the 9th minute now. Monaco over corner, and that's a good save from the keeper. I think it was Grandsir with the header. Monaco off to a very encouraging start, or it might have been Dope. No, I think it might have been Grandsir. It was a good save. On the 12th minute now, Monaco trying to find a way to get into an attacking position again. Here's Oklahoma. Here's Stefan Jovetic. Passes it to Ronnie Lopez. And then, good effort again. That was a save from the keeper. But Ronnie Lopez has got the ball back and is charging into the box. Another good save from the keeper. Monaco trying everything they can to find a way through. And look at that. Nimes Olymipique have been dispossessed. And Monaco go on the attack. Ronnie Lopez is on the charge. I think he's got support. And Lopez takes a shot. And it's in. And Monaco extend the lead against Nimes Olymipique. It's 2-0 past 28 minutes. A storming start for the reserve team at the Stade Louis II. And the players celebrate. Smiles return to the faces of the Monaco fans at home. 4 straight draws in all competitions. Could that run be about to end with a victory here? Ronnie Lopez on the charge with the pace. I thought he was going to pass it into the box, maybe towards Grandsir, but he decided to take the strike himself. Ronnie Lopez, brilliant young right midfielder, 79 rated I believe, and he's demonstrated that rating with a beautiful finish and celebrates with these fellow players. And Ronnie Lopez's first goal of the Liga Conforama season means it's Monaco 2, Nimes Olymipique 2 in the first half hour. And there goes the half-time whistle of the first half. A brilliant first half display from the AS Monaco reserve team. They just started on the front foot, putting immediate pressure on Nimes Olymipique, finding all sorts of imaginative and creative ways to create chances, and the chances were taken as well. A goal from Jope in the 4th minute, a brilliant fast start from Monaco, and then Ronnie Lopez made it 2-0 in the first half hour, and it's finished Monaco 2, Nimes Olymipique 0 at that stage. And around the grounds, Angers SC 1-0 down against Toulouse. Same goes for Strasbourg as they're 1-0 down against Amiens, and Stade de Rennes are 1-0 up against Dijon. Onto the second half highlights, just starting the 69th for 70 minute, and Nimes Olymipique have the ball here. Buckchin has a chance here, Raphael. It was Denny. Forbes with a chance. That wasn't very far away from Forbes. Struck it on the outside of his left foot. That wasn't far away at all, almost skinning the crossbar. And this time coming towards the latter stages of the second half, where Nimes Olymipique have been pretty good in defence, but this time they've given the ball away, and Monaco can wrap up the points with Stefan Jovetic. 3-0 Monaco, 3 points for Monaco. Monaco have played so much better compared to the last 4 games. They've torn Nimes Olymipique apart. Second half it's been rather hard to choose really. Nimes Olymipique took the attacking sting out of their game. They just sat back and defended really. We struggled to create some chances, but right towards the end of the match, as Nimes Olymipique had a chance, we go around the other end and score. Stefan Jovetic, his 3rd goal of the Liga Conforama season, and that has wrapped up the points for the AS Monaco reserve team today. It's Monaco 3, Nimes Olymipique 0, and the full-time whistle will go any second. And the fans cheer, a sense of relief and a sense of promise for the reserve teams as well. A brilliant performance in the first half from the Monaco team. They took the lead in the 4 minutes with Diop, with a beautiful little chip from Grand Sir. We kept up the pressure, and that was made even better when Ronnie Lopez scored his 1st goal of the season. And second half, it was rather difficult. Nimes Olymipique sat back and defended, but we managed to round up the points right at the very end in added time, with Stefan Jovetic scoring his 3rd goal of the season. Full time, it's Monaco 3, Nimes Olymipique 0. On to the final results of the games. Angers lost 1-0 to Toulouse. Same could be said for LC Strasbourg against Amiens. Stade Reims won 1-0 against Dijon. On to the second game of the episode, and we'll be remaining at the Stade Louis 2 in the same competition as well, the Liga Conforama. This time we'll be hosting Angers SCO, and the reserve team will come into play once again. It'll be the 3rd match running in the Liga Conforama that the reserve team will be featured in. Featured for Monaco, of course. They drew away at Toulouse, 1-0 Nimes Olymipique. That's our first win in 4 games in all competitions where we drew. And as you can see there, we are the best defensive team in the league, conceding 5 goals. But same goes for like PSG, Olympique Marseille, I think is there, and so is Olympique Lyonnais as well. So yeah, very tight defensively in terms of that little table. But it was a clean sheet as well. We actually managed to get a clean sheet as well. First time the reserves kept a clean sheet, and that's our first clean sheet, I think, since the opening game of the season. So yeah, that's a magnificent achievement for the Monaco reserves, and we'll be lining up with the same team in the same formation, the 4-2-3-1 wide formation. And it seems to be as time progresses, I think getting used to learning about the players' strengths and weaknesses and their different characteristics, and what unique attributes they have to make Monaco a strong side, even though it is a reserve team. So let's look at the Angers SCO formation. The only player I know is Clinton N'Jeev, number 10. He used to play for Tottenham Hotspur briefly, so he'll be a man to watch for Angers SCO. And they're playing in a 4-3-3 formation, a similar formation that Liverpool and many other top clubs in Europe use. So let's go on to the first half highlights. The 12th minute, Monaco have the ball on the charge. Jovetic leaves the ball in towards Diop, and it's in. Monaco lead again. They take the lead at the Stade Louis 2 once again, and I believe it is Diop who scored his 2nd game goal in the episode. 2nd game, 2 goals in 2 games for Diop, and the Monaco fans celebrate. We had 4 straight draws. Could we having 2 straight victories now? Monaco, brilliant pass from Jovetic to find Diop, who just cut through the defence with his pace and running ability. And Diop with a great finish, part over the keeper. And Angers SCO have work to do, because Monaco lead at the Stade Louis 2 again. It's Monaco 1, Nimes Olymipique 0. Angers SCO 0, sorry. Diop with his 2nd goal of the season, and the game is hardly even half an hour old. On to the 15th minute now, and Angers SCO have been possessed. Brilliant step play from Ower there, But now he's got a wonderful through ball in towards Grand Sir. He's got support in the box. Twists and turns. He's going to take a strike. Oh, and the keeper can't keep it out. And Jovetic has scored. Or is it Grand Sir? Whoever it has scored. Monaco have taken advantage of a goalkeeping mistake. The goalkeeper couldn't keep hold of the ball as Grand Sir struck. I think it was deflected from a defender, which is probably why the keeper struggled to get a hold of it. And it fell kindly to Stefan Jovetic, who's got his 4th goal of the season. Here you go, look, Grand Sir with the strike. It was deflected, and the keeper saw it late. He did a good save, but unfortunately he couldn't keep the ball close to him, and it fell kindly to Stefan Jovetic, and there was a gap there for him to fire it into the net, and it gets even better. Angus SCO just gave the ball away moments after we scored the first one, and we've gone on to score the second. Stefan Jovetic, his 4th goal in La Liga Conforama, and it's Monaco 2, Angus SCO 0, and there goes the half-time whistle. Very similar performance compared to the first half against Nimes Olymipique, where we just set off on the charge to try and put Angus SCO under pressure, and the reserve team are doing a very good job of doing that, creating chances. First, Dope scored his 2nd goal in 2 games in the 4th minute from a great pass from Stefan Jovetic. Then Jovetic scored himself when a deflected strike from Grand Sir hit the keeper, and the keeper couldn't get a hold to it. And Jovetic took the advantage, and it's Monaco 2, Angers SCO 0. There's the half-time scores. I won't read all of them, but you can pause the video and look at those scores for yourself. But yeah, most of the teams are drawing, it seems, apart from Lille, who's winning, and so is FC Nantes as well. So yeah, interesting scores there around the grounds. PSG drawing 1-1 against Stade Reims, so that's even interesting. On to the, second half highlights, but there isn't many second highlights because it was a rather boring second half, just backwards and forwards, intercepting each other in the midfield really, so there wasn't many chances, not much highlights in the second half. But the full-time whistle has gone, and Monaco have their 2nd win in a row, and their 2nd home win on the trot as well. Undefeated at home at the Stade Louis 2. Brilliant 2 games for the reserve team. They played 2 home games against Nimes Olymipique and Angers SCO. Not only have we won and put on decent performances, we've also kept 2 consecutive clean sheets. The first time we've achieved that in the career mode. Full time, it's finished Monaco 2, Angers SCO 0, and you can see the full-time scores there on that graphic. Onto the final game of the episode, and it's a very challenging one. We will be away against the league leaders, the early pace setters, AS Saint-Etienne. Of course, in 2016-17 they were in the Europa League and are one of the top clubs in France, and no doubt they're going to be a major challenge, hence why the first team are coming in for this match. So yeah, Saint-Etienne have had a storming start to the season. I believe they are top of the league still, unless they're not now, but I believe if we win against away at Saint-Etienne, which is going to be a very difficult achievement to do, I think we will be 1 point behind Saint-Etienne, I believe. Hopefully they will show the league table. I don't think they will. I don't think the game will show us the league table, but yeah, I believe Saint-Etienne are top of the division, and if we do win, we will be close to just 1 point behind them. Let's take a look at Saint-Etienne's formation, and there are a few players I do know. There's players, Jan Manvilla, who used to play for Sunderland. Then there's Rami Cabella, who used to play for, I think it was Newcastle, and Rapi Kazri, of course, played for Sunderland in the 2015-16 Premier League season. So yeah, it's going to be a tough match. No wonder they've got ex-Premier League players. Saint-Etienne will be a very strong side to compete with. We competed against Marseille, Olympique de Marseille, and we managed to hold them to a 1-1 draw at our home ground. So hopefully we'll be able to beat one of our main rivals, and hopefully go for a 3rd straight victory, as we're really beginning to pick up the pieces now, especially with the help of the reserve team, of course. Hopefully the first team, which contains Falcao, Silva, Lemar, Fabinho, Tillemans, Mbappe, Mendy, Jemison, and all them lot, hopefully they can continue Monaco's winning streak. And look at that, the keeper's giving the ball away, and there's Saint-Etienne have taken advantage of it, and Saint-Etienne lead AS Monaco. A horrible mistake from me there, a common mistake made by many FIFA players. And Saint-Etienne take advantage of it. Disaster for AS Monaco. They gave the ball to Saint-Etienne, and Rapi Kazri takes advantage of it. Areola with a horrible mistake, and Saint-Etienne take an early lead. past 8-9 minutes played. A disastrous start for AS Monaco. Certainly not what we need. Rapi Kasri has scored his 5th goal in the season, and it's Saint Etienne 1, AS Monaco 0. But on to the 20th minute, we've dispossessed from ironically Rapi Kasri. Falcao has gone a wonderful through ball towards Mbappe. Mbappe's in the box. Oh, good save from the keeper. It was a good strike from Mbappe. It looked like it might go in, but the keeper had other ideas. Good strike from Mbappe, straight off his foot. A good save from the keeper. Monaco have a corner, the first of the match. Tielemans takes, and it's in! I believe it's Mbappe. I think Kylian Mbappe it is. Mbappe scores. The player who scored, who took a strike that forced the corner, has scored from the corner. Brilliant corner taken from Tielemans, and Mbappe with a beautiful delivery from the header. And AS Monaco are level at Saint Etienne from the first corner of the match. Brilliant header from Mbappe. Mbappe scores again. He scored the winner against away FC Nantes, and he scored a goal against Lille, and of course 2 against PSG in the Trophy de Champions. He scored 1 here. It's 1-1 against Saint Etienne, but Saint Etienne here on the 25th minute, straight away from the restart, and Falcao's got a strike, and he's taken it, and Falcao has put Monaco straight in front. He's put him in front. It's 2-1 past 26 minutes, and the captain accelerates. What a turnaround. What a shock at Saint Etienne. 5 minutes ago, Saint Etienne were 1-0 up. A few minutes later, Saint Etienne has switched off from a corner kick, and now from the kickoff itself. And Monaco take advantage straight away. Brilliant pass to find Romelu Falcao. I think it was from Mbappe or Tielemans. And Falcao, the captain, as you'd expect, with the quality he possesses, scores beautifully. And Romelu Falcao has scored his 4th goal of the Liga Conforama season. Scored against Lille, goals against Bordeaux, Marseille. He's now scored 1 against Saint Etienne, and it's Saint Etienne 1, Monaco 2. 33rd minute now. Monaco on their charge, never stopping. Mbappe! Oh, that was another chance to put Monaco even further ahead. Saint Etienne have fallen apart really since they've scored the first goal. We've just notched it up a gear, and they're struggling to cope with it. What a chance there for Mbappe to make it 3-1 up. But there goes the half-time whistle. Well, we didn't have the best of starts. We gave the ball away after a horrible mistake from myself with Ariola. And Rapi Kasri took advantage, scoring 1-0 in the 8th or 9th minute. I thought it would be downhill from then, but Monaco have struck back beautifully with a 5-minute spell of madness. First Mbappe scoring from a corner kick, and then Falcao taking advantage by scoring, and it's 2-1 to Monaco at half-time. On to the 53rd minute now. Monaco still on the charge. Falcao leads it towards Mbappe. Good save from the keeper. Saint Etienne still can't cope with Monaco's power and presence of attack. Beautiful through ball to Limar on the 65th minute. Passes to Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. Falcao. Another good save from the keeper. Monaco could have scored 4-5 at this stage, but it was thanks to the heroics of Saint Etienne's keeper. The score stays at 2-1, but here comes Monaco again. Bernardo Silva leads it to Mbappe. 3-1 AS Monaco. Game over surely for Saint Etienne. They have fallen apart against AS Monaco. They just can't cope with the pressing style of attacking play that Monaco possess. Beautiful passes, beautiful build-up play, a real team goal there. And Mbappe finishes it 2 for him against still is the league leaders. But you wonder how much that will last for, with Etienne just being absolutely awful defensively. They just can't cope. They can't. They're not thinking ahead of them. They may be thinking ahead of themselves. And Mbappe scored another goal, and it's Saint Etienne 1, Monaco 3. A few minutes later, on the 86th minute, Monaco's on the charge here. Limar. Oh, not charged. It was blocked from the defender, but Limar still gets it. Passes it to Fabinho. Mbappe. It towards. Oh, it's in again. It's 4 for Monaco. And it's Tielemans. Tielemans has scored. And it's 4-1 to AS Monaco and Saint Etienne. And Saint Etienne are being thrashed. And on the verge of being embarrassed, and the fans boo, and rightly so, since they've scored the first goal in 8 minutes. They have been nowhere near the level of AS Monaco. Brilliant pass and to find Tielemans. I think it was from Mbappe and Tielemans with the strike. Even though a defender was right there, he had power and strength to hold the defender off and strike beautifully into the net. And AS Monaco are going to record a 4-1 victory here. The first time we scored 4 goals since the first home match of the season against Lille. Tielemans scores his first goal of the season. It's Saint Etienne 1, Monaco 4. And there goes the full-time whistle. The away fans of Monaco cheer. The home fans of Saint Etienne go home in disappointment and huge frustration. They took the lead through a mistake from Areola from Rapid Gazri. But Monaco strike back. 2 goals in 5 minutes, spell of madness. First a goal from Mbappe from a corner kick. Then Falcao took them into the lead after Saint Etienne gave the ball away directly from their kickoff. Second half, it was quite hard, but then towards the end, we finished them off with goals from Mbappe and Tielemans. Means it's Saint Etienne 1, Monaco 4, an impressive display there from the first team. Onto the Liga Conforama table then, and Saint Etienne are still the league leaders with 6 wins, 1 draw, but now 1 defeat. The first time we beat them, first time they defeated in the season, and rightly it should be Monaco. They've scored 16 goals and have conceded 9. Monaco, that's much better. Look at them, they're second in the table, 5 wins, 3 draws, yet to taste defeat. 18 goals scored now, the highest goal scorers in the league. 6 goals conceded with 18 points. Olympique de Marseille are third, have also 18 points, but have conceded the least goals in the league with 5. Olympique Lyonnais are 4th with 17 points, 5 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat. 15 goals scored, 6 conceded. Paris Saint-Germain, the French champions, are 5th with 4 wins, 4 draws, yet to taste defeat, but 14 goals scored, 6 conceded, 16 points. I expected a stronger start from PSG. Stade Rennais are 6th with 5 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats, 8 goals scored, 6 conceded and also 16 points. Montpellier HSC are 7th with 15 points, 4 wins, 3 draws and 1 defeat, 15 goals scored, 11 conceded, oh dear. Nantes are 8th with 14 points, 4 wins, 2 draws and 2 defeats. Bordeaux is 9th with 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws and 3 defeats. Nice complete the top 10 with 10 points. Stade Reims are 11th with 9 points, conceding 10 goals. EA Grungap are 12th with 8 points. Amiens is 13th with also 8 points. Lille is 14th with 7 points. I thought it would do a bit better than that, conceding 12 goals in the league. Toulouse has recovered, it seems. They're 15th. They've now got 2 wins on the board, 1 draw but 5 defeats. 8 goals scored, 12 conceded, 7 points. Angers SCO are down to 16th with also 7 points. Dijon are 17th with 5 points, 1 win, 2 draws and 5 defeats. 14 goals conceded. Nimes Olymipique are in the bottom 3 with 1 draw, 2 wins, 1 win, 2 draws and 5 defeats, 12 goals conceded. RSC Strasbourg have 1 win, 1 draw, 6 straight defeats. That's the most amount of defeats from any team, and have conceded 14 goals and have 4 points. But SM Kane are last with no wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats, 4 goals scored. I think that's the lowest goal scoring record in the league, and 13 goals conceded and have 3 points. Not very good there for SM Chem. Onto the preview of episode 5 of the AS Monaco career mode, and look at that. We will be away against German side Borussia Dortmund for the second of our UEFA Champions League game. Group A of the group stage away at Borussia Dortmund. That's going to be a very tough game indeed. Then we will return to Liga Conforama action. We'll be playing in Stade de Rennais, or Stade de Rennais, I think they're called. And yeah, that'll be a tough game as well. And then we'll conclude the episode. We'll be away against struggling RSC Strasbourg. So yes, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for the series, and check out the other career modes I'm doing on the channel. So yes, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. See you next time.